बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। दिस इज़ फर्स्ट सतार। सो आज हम बात करेंगे प्रेम्बल के बारे में। प्रेम्बल टू द FIO, as we have described the financial institutions recovery of finances ordinance 2001. So preamble to the FIO says this law is to enact, to repeal, and with certain modifications reenact the Banking Companies Act 1997. And that's all about the preamble. So that's all about his purpose. So in another provision it says that preamble is not an operative part of the law. This needs to be understood. Let's understand from the language or the explanations provided by certain jurists, which says which talks about the scope of the preamble in the Statute of the Act. So starting with the Antonin Scalia and the Brian A. Garner, one of my favorites, on the interpretation. So in their book Reading Law, they say the purpose clause cannot override the operative language. That's fine. So if they cannot override the language of the text, then what they can do? Let's understand from other jurists. The reliance on the text of the preamble cannot be placed with authority, but for the purpose of guidance only, to infer the legislative intent. So this clarifies all. अगर रिलायंस हम नहीं ला सकते तो they are just for the guidance where there is the text ambiguous. So there is a the maxim in the law which says the law is not in the preamble, but the preamble is in the law. So this is the doctrine which is kept in the mind while interpretation. While such provisions as a preamble or purpose clause can clarify an ambiguous text, they cannot expand it beyond its permissible meaning. So even if it can be used for the guidance, but they cannot expand the meaning which it can be given to certain word. So what is given in the text, in the substance, it cannot be expanded through the preamble. Finally, if we take into account is that an expression of a specific purpose is the prologue will not limit a more general disposition that the operative text contains. So that's the other way around. In a manner के substance का अगर has a wider meaning and the prologue or the preamble has a limited meaning, so the preamble will not limit the meaning or the extent or the scope of that substance provided in that text or the enactment or the act. So it is just for the guidance, mere guidance, and just where the text is ambiguous. So it's not necessary that the whole reliance, whenever the text is ambiguous, the whole reliance shall be on the preamble or the prologue. But it is to be kept in mind that whenever the guidance is needed, we can prefer to the preamble. So that just for the intent to know the intent of the legislature.